Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
I would like to talk about the state of the Browns' offensive line. I don't think that some of these offensive linemen fit what Kevin and Alex Van Pelt are trying to do. With that being said, they aren't just trying to run the ball now. Now they're trying to stretch the field. And in my opinion, it looks like they're trying to do what Dallas is doing, what the Eagles are trying to do, especially involving the run game. You have to have agile offensive linemen, and we don't have that. Maybe you might need to move some offensive linemen around. Maybe you need to bring in some. I know Jack Conklin won't be here next year, so we need to have a lot more agility on the offensive line so that way Deshaun can do his thing, Chubb can do his thing, and whoever is RB2 can do their thing, because we have to get going on the ground. The fact that the Bengals were able to stop us, and they've never been able to stop the run. Whenever we threw at them, they've never been able to stop it.
Again, this goes back to what I was saying, you might have to wait until next year to see what this offense looks like, because the line is going to be asked to block differently. It's not going to be exactly the same when you have a quarterback like Deshaun Watson. It's just different. It's not like you drop a guy that's a quarterback in the middle of an offense and you say, go get him, guys.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that gets lost in it is, remember, Ethan Poston got hurt, 4 weeks ago against Buffalo in that game in Detroit. I think he left the game in the first or second play of the game. Hasn't played since then. He's on IR, so I think he has to miss at least one more game. And, obviously he was the backup to Nick Harris, and Harris went down in the first preseason game. So that's your number 1 and number 2 centers out for the season, or at least out for the moment. And we've seen Hjalte Froholt kind of come in, and, it's no disrespect to Froholt, but he's been a downgrade from Posick, and you've seen it just has not been able to, do anything really well in the interior. When you have problems in the middle of your offensive line, they kind of expand outward. And, Bitonio and Joel Bitonio and Wyatt Teller are obviously very good in the middle, but if you have a weak link in the middle of your interior trio, it's going to get exposed. In the last few weeks, I think that's been exposed, and that's been just an issue, is that hasn't been able to hold up. And, from a tackler's perspective, I'm concerned with Jack Conklin and his longevity. Is he going to be the guy next season, or they move on with and maybe give James Hudson a shot at right tackle? Jedrick Wills, we'll see. I think he's had up and down moments this season, but I think, ultimately he's been fine. If they can get an upgrade, maybe you move on. But I just think, what's going on with the offensive line right now, like you said, changing quarterbacks and changing offensive styles obviously affects it a little bit, but also just, not having Ethan Posick and, downgrading its center, I think it's had a kind of a domino effect on the offensive line, and it's just not allowed the run game to look the way it has all season.
Yeah, I agree. Ethan Posick was playing at a level of one of the best centers in the NFL, according to Pro Football Focus. So that certainly has been an area the Browns miss.